Good evening, Internet. Shroom here. Gonna play some more Standard tonight. And last week you got brutalized playing an Elesh Norn deck, but I'm still a mama's boy, so I want to try a different angle to an Elesh Norn brew here. We're gonna play some Elesh Storm. What is Elesh Storm? Let's take a look. So we are an Elesh Norn Mother Machines deck through and through. We really want to get this as early and often as possible, and we're ramping to try to play it early. So we're ramping with our Llanowar Elves, of course, who can ramp us into Heaped Harvest. We also are playing a Bloomvine Regent. The Omen side of this is like a Cultivate for forests. It's also a dragon, which is going to be important to our overall game plan. And then we have a 3 of Invasion of Ixalan as a permanent that can be bounced to let us dig 5 cards deep to let us find our Elesh Norn and or any other permanent piece that we might want. I really am a fan of this card in decks like this because I think it's the most searching you can do for the mana value to find our Elesh Norn. So step 1, we want Elesh Norn on the battlefield. Now last week we tried like sort of a really pixie-ish version of it where we were actually playing a bunch of pixies and Kirins and like Hopeless Nightmare, Momentum Breaker, and it ended up just being like a worse version of like the Orzhov pixie deck or Esper. So instead we're trying to just use Elesh Norn's, synergize Elesh Norn's doubling power with stuff that makes sense to play in a ramp deck anyway. And one thing that fits that description is, of course, dragons. And the cool thing about dragons is in the Tarkir set, they got these Dragonstorm enchantments, like the Corroding Dragonstorm, which is basically our primary win con. When it ETBs, we drain our opponent for 2 and surveil 2. It goes back to our hand whenever a dragon enters the battlefield under our control. We also have a one of the white one, the Teeming Dragonstorm, that makes 2/2/2 soldier tokens whenever it hits the battlefield. Remember, these get doubled up by Elesh Norn as well if she's on the battlefield. So this is going to result in a lot of drains and possibly a lot of 2/2 tokens. I think we're going to win most of our games by draining our opponents out. So these Dragonstorm enchantments are things that have entered the battlefield effects that get doubled up by Elesh Norn. They naturally bounce themselves back to our hand as we execute our ramp plan, our plan of ramping into dragons anyway. So we already went over the Bloomvine Regents, which ramp us as their Omen side, but our dragons that gain us life when they ETB, double that if Elesh Norn is on the table. We also have some other dragons as well. The Disruptive Stormbrood is a cheap removal spell for its Omen side. For its 5 mana 3/3 flying side is not terrific stats, but it destroys an artifact or enchantment when it enters, or 2 if Elesh Norn is on the battlefield. And probably the MVP of all of our dragons are these Scavenger Regents. They're just 4 mana 4/4 flying ward, discard a card. Just on stats alone, they're quite good. They only cost 4, but for their Omen side, they're like a sweeper that can hit non-dragon creatures for 2 black and X. Gives everything XX that's not a dragon. So we basically have 4 sweepers that could help us a lot in the aggro matchups, but that are also dragons that we're ramping into and that will bounce all of our Dragonstorms back to our hand. And of course, since we're an Abzan deck, we're going to have some rhinos. This is another into the battlefield effect that we want to trigger. It's just a cool, 3 mana 3/4 that slots right into our 3-drop slot and is very synergistic with our strategy. And that's basically our game plan. We're going to double the drain triggers from our Dragonstorms after ramping into Elesh Norn and the dragons. We're also just going to attack with our evasive dragons, which are not the beefiest dragons in the world, but combined with all the drains from the Corroding Dragonstorms and rhinos, especially being doubled up by Elesh Norn, hopefully we'll be able to win some games. Now we do have some interaction as well, a couple of cut downs. I'm just going to start running like a couple of 1 mana removal spells in every one of my decks because aggro is so rampant. You just need cheap ways to deal with aggro. Got a 1 of Assassin's Trophy as sort of catch-all removal. We do have a 1 of Kirin for, it's not bad to bounce stuff. The Kirin's a good card. It is an instant speed way to bounce stuff as well, which means it can protect us from removal spells and whatnot. But having 1 of these is good, being able to bounce something so we can replay it and get a double trigger. And then, yeah, that is, I think I've covered everything. Yeah. So ramp into Elesh Norn and dragons, play our Dragonstorms, bounce those Dragonstorms repeatedly, get those triggers over and over again, doubled up by Elesh Norn, drain our opponents out with our Corroding Dragonstorms and our rhinos. The sideboard contains 3 Authority of the Consuls, as well as another Assassin's Trophy, a Split Up, and a Ride's End for like more creature removal against aggro decks. Is it enough? I don't know. We got 3 Duresses against like control decks that have a lot of sweepers, black decks that have a lot of removal. Exercise is good against like the Black Demon deck to exercise their big creatures or their like Unholy Annexes. Good against, good to exile artifacts and enchantments. Good against like enduring decks. Rest in peace for graveyards. Cease desist graveyards. Artifacts and enchantments. The Clarion Conquerors are dragons. They're only 3 mana for a 3/3 flyer that can shut down activated abilities. So there will be matchups where this is good. It seems like a good sideboard card for this deck because nothing else. It's a 3/3 dragon that bounces our Dragonstorms really cheap. So that's cool. And then we've got a 1-of Tranquil Frillback as sort of a toolboxy card that can hit on artifacts, graveyards, and gain us a little life against aggro matchups. So that is the plan. Let's see if we can't Elesh storm off with the Mother of Machines and some dragons. If you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Ariel MJG is our first opponent. Will be on the play. I almost just accidentally kept this. This is a very interesting hand. It has a cut down, which may or may not be good. Does nothing until it Heaped Harvests on turn 3. Heaped Harvest is good, though. I'm gonna keep it. This is loose. It's very loose, but the cut down means that we have a little protection if they're super aggro. We'll lead on one of our Verges. There's 23 lands, by the way. I don't know if I went over the land count. we don't need to draw more lands, thank you very much. I think I'll just play this Fabled Passage. Seer Slicer Goblin. Okay, this is the one that makes tokens when they raid. So let's kill that. And grab Forest. We actually want to grab like non-forest because we have the 2 dragons that fish forest out of our library. All ramp all the time. Alright, well I guess play one of these Heaped Harvests. Well, we're gonna grab 1 forest. House Squad Heavy. So it's goblins. Other goblins you control have haste. At the beginning of combat, create a 1/1 goblin creature token. At max speed, you can tap it to add... Dude, I just keep drawing lands. I guess it doesn't matter. Well, we'll just get rid of this land from our library. We're about to shuffle anyway. Okay. Can we draw some non-land cards, please? Almost out of basics here. Dropkick Bomber. Yeah, another Lord. Okay, I really would like to draw like a Scavenger Regent now. Could I do that? Thank you. I mean, it would have been better to have a Dragonstorm in play first, but I guess we'll just take what we can get. So I guess we'll just X equals 5 in case they have any shenanigans. Leading Headliner. Mobilize 1. House Squad. they rebuilt their board pretty handily. If you just draw more lands, deck, you'll need to do a little better than that. Devoted duelist. So, are we actually dead? Krenko has haste and create a whole bunch of zombies, or goblins that have haste. Okay, well, I mean, we didn't draw anything but lands that game, really, so... their stuff all has haste, so, that's a problem. Alright, Gobos, well, we want Authority of the Consuls for sure. I think we want Clarion Conqueror. That shuts down Krenko. We certainly want Split Up. I think anything that can kill creatures, really. Except Exercise. Let's cut some Heaped Harvests. One, at least. Maybe a couple, since we're bringing in more 3-drops. Momentum Breaker, I think, is actually not great. Because they just go so wide. You cut the Kirin. We're going to cut one Invasion of Ixalan. I think we actually do have to cut one Elesh Norn. We'll just cut the Heaped Harvest. We've got our Bloomvine Regent for 3 mana ramp. Okay. Well, we don't have Authority of the Consuls, which would be just really what we're looking for. We've got a Scavenger Regent, which kills our own Llanowar Elves. We've got 2 removal spells, though. I think I have to keep this. Stadium Headliner. Okay, let's just go ahead and kill that. And attack, since we're not going to block anything. Impact Tremors. Okay, well, Elesh Norn will be good against that. We'll attack. Play our Conqueror. I would like to draw an untapped land, please. Also, where are all our drain effects? An untapped land would be great. There's the heavy. Pink is for 1. Alright, we didn't find freaking untapped land. Oh, I think we're just playing a 4/4. Why can I not do this? Oh, I'm shutting down my own Llanowar Elf. Wow, that's brutal. Okay. So I think we'll attack with our dragon. Alright, so we're even farther away from... Okay, that's an anti-synergy there. I think we'll just Actually, we want to use this to kill their enchantment. We'll just kill this thing. I should have attacked the Llanowar elf. It's not doing anything. There's some dragon fodder. Stinging us. Well, I don't feel bad about sweeping my my dude. Sure, we'll block. Alright, let's do some ramping. This will let us get down Elesh Norn next turn. You were just holding back. Play some defense. Okay, Authority of the Consuls is also very good. I'm gonna pass. I'll wait until next turn to start attacking again. This is obviously a non-bow with Authority of the Consuls. No. Yeah, we'll block here. Okay, there's a Rhino. That's very good. I only have... I have 2 black, so I could X equals 3 this Regent. Then I won't be able to Authority. It seems good, though. Let's just do it. Oh, no. I meant to cast the Omen side. That was silly. I didn't mean to do that. And I tapped my white source, too. So I can't even play Authority. Man. It's been that kind of day. Elesh Norn shuts them down pretty hard, though. Yep. So they're just dead. We'll just Siege Rhino, drain you for 4. Okay. Well, we tried to lose that one, but we managed to fail at losing. But I think that our post-sideboard plan is good. Maybe I want one heaped harvest. We'll play the heaped harvest over what now? Nah, we don't need the heaped harvest. We're good. Let's just go. Let's get Authority of the Consuls in our opener. Okay, it's not turn 1. It is good though. We've got good cards too. A Rhino, an Invasion to help us find land. I think this is a keep. And our mana base is a standard mana base. Okay, we'll keep this dragon because we're gonna need to sweep at some point. Okay, let's Authority of the Consuls. Mobilize is good against... I mean, I guess it neutralizes the damage from the Mobilize is what it does. Because they come into play attacking. So it's not like it blanks their attack like it does for most creatures. But it just means they do nothing. Okay, let's play a Rhino. Opponent's on 1 land. See, that's where Authority is good, is against the hasty creatures. All right, let's play our fortress. And I think we can attack? Sure, we gotta kill them at some point, right? I think we're gonna gain a lot more life over the course of this game. Let's Invasion of Ixalan. Grab a second Scavenger Regent. The saddest firebrand. So I could just Scavenger Regent their board. They kept a one lander and haven't found a second land, which is too bad. Yeah, let's attack. I guess we're doing X equals 1. Oh, I did 2. It doesn't matter. That's their whole board. Okay, well, don't keep one-landers. I mean, in an aggro deck like that, they could easily have one on one land or drawn out of it, but they didn't, so GG's. Okay, our second match will be against Farley Fanboy. And we'll begin with a mulligan. Yeah, we have to mull this, unfortunately. This is okay. Look, it's a Dragonstorm. They are in our deck. I guess we'll keep this and bottom the Kirin. Our hand is really not good against aggro. So I think I'm just gonna Portico here. Corroding Dragonstorm. Yeah, we want Corroding Dragonstorms. Maybe they'll help us stay alive. Alright, here's Corroding Dragonstorm. Rhino, Elf. I think the Rhino is acceptable, but the Elf we can bottom. Or bin. Magebane Lizard. It's good against Izzet, but we're not Izzet. Nemesis. No attack. I should probably just cut down this Heartfire hero. That means I can't play Dragonstorm. I'll do that. Just kill this. Take a little damage. Play Llanowar. No attack. Another Magebane Lizard. We'll take 3 from the Nemesis. So an untapped land would be what we want here. Okay. We don't have double black though. Man. So we are attacking with our Rhino. Okay. We'll play another Rhino. Okay, so Monstrous Rage here. I think we blocked. No Monstrous Rage. Alright. Let's get rid of this Screaming Nemesis. We'll pass. Okay. We take 2 damage if we do this. We still don't have double black. Alright, let's just Llanowar. Play our dragon. Bounce our storm. No point in attacking. These 1/4s, man. This is the new tech for the mono red deck. It's very good against Izzet prowess. So, pretty obvious Monstrous Rage. Which would make that a 7/4. So we'll just double block with Rhinos. They can't kill both our Rhinos even if they Monstrous Rage. I don't think, maybe I'm wrong. No, I think they do, actually. Okay, they don't have it. Alright, we can play one of these Dragonstorms a turn, and we break even. I think we'll draw a Restless Cottage next turn. Attack with our dragon. Three, 7, 3, 4. So 5, 6, 7. And I think you just throw everything at it. We do have lethal next turn with our dragon and this Dragonstorm. Okay. Just got there. You do take 2 damage, but let me drain for 2. And they kill themselves with a lightning strike. Okay. Authority of the Consuls. Split up. Assassin's Trophy. Ride's End. Tranquil Frillback. We have to cut a little of our expensive stuff. Can't really cut too many dragons. I think Heaped Harvest gets cut before dragons do. Oh man, all these cards are good. Ixalan. Maybe actually a Llanowar Elf, since we're gonna have to be sweeping. I could see how maybe 2 elves could be cut because of that very reason. Then I think we just go down to 2 Elesh Norn. Good shape. You don't need to double it. We're really not good at drawing authority for turn 1. We don't have black mana either. I think this is actually a mulligan. Okay, here we have authority turn 1 and removal spells, so that's a keep. And we'll bottom. Got Verges. I guess we're gonna bottom. Leechbone Verge? Because that doesn't let us play the authority turn 1. Yeah, I think it's Bleachbone Verge. Hardfire Hero. Monstrous Rage. No? Oh, wow. Mama-san. Alright, let's just go ahead and do this. Oh, that's so painful. Sacks the Lizard. The saddest Emberheart challenger. Alright, let's just play this. However, I'm gonna crack my Fabled Passage. If I crack my Fabled Passage to get a Plains, does that give away that I have Split Up? And therefore make them not tap out with their attackers? I see, the thing is, I want to play this Dragonstorm, but it gives me a Surveil 2. So if the cards happen to be good, and I need to fetch a land with this before the end of my turn. So if the cards off this Dragonstorm happen to be good, I would end up having to shuffle them away with my Fabled Passage. That's why. Mono red, they're not capable of thinking that much. I think I'll bin Invasion of Ixalan, but keep the land. I don't know. Mono red isn't as brainless as it's made out to be, always. You can present some difficult decisions. Monstrous Rage, so they're going to do a pile of damage to us here. All right, let's split up. Take damage to do it. Oh man. Why is the mana so terrible in standard? Screaming Nemesis. Okay. Let's go get a swamp, which turns on black mana from our Wastewood Verge. Thankfully, finally. Just the most awkward draws. Alright, I think I'm playing this 4-4. I get back my Dragonstorm. Another Screaming Nemesis. Alright, I really need to draw an untapped land. I really need to draw an untapped land. That's not an untapped land. Assassin's Trophy. Concealed Courtyard is a tap land. I could just keep Assassin's... They're at 16. Do I really need to graveyard both of these? No, I think I... This sucks. Alright, I think I'm just keeping these both on top. I get it. Draw Assassin's Creed next. Assassin's Trophy. And then a tap land. Maybe I should have bought on the, I can play another dragon. I got Sunspine Links, which... I mean, Elesh Norn would help against. Alright, I think we die. I can kill this, but then if I even block the Nemesis, I die. Man, we had like several turns where one untapped land was the difference between victory and defeat there. What does this cost? It costs 2. So I could trophy this. I can theoretically go to 4. But I'm drawing it. Okay, I'm gonna gain 6 life when I crack this, actually, so... Alright, we'll kill the Lynx. Alright, we'll gain 4 life. Alright, pathetic. Pathetic deck. Well, that was very unfortunate. I think we're just running it back, though. Okay, we're on the play keeping this for sure. I should have brought in more Elesh Norn. I should have boarded in Elesh Norn number 3. Yeah, we just needed an untapped land. I think there's too many tap lands in this mana base. Which we'll talk about at the end. Okay, let us play an elf. Hired Claw. Let's kill it. Alright. Let the rhinos come. Start rolling out the rhinos here. Emberheart Challenger. Let's attack with our rhino. Play another one. Alright, they're gonna go for a huge hit. Alright, they lose their Sunspine links. That's good. Let's just do some attacking. How many of each Verge? I think there's at least one of all three, and I think one of them, the black one has 2 copies. Okay, now we win. We can just exile this thing and attack for lethal. Rhinos, go! Getting it done. Sweet! Yeah, game 2 is ugly, and the mana base needs a little work, I think. But we got there against Mono Red. RC Regional Championship winning Mono Red, it looks like. Satanus. Satanus. The Standard Bearer is our next opponent. This is a hand of cards. It's fine. We have a removal spell. We have an elf we can't play turn 1. We do have Elesh Norn. Rhino, gimme. Bloodghast. Shenanigans. Okay, well, opponent paid mana for Bloodghast. Joke's on them. Elesh Norn is good against Bloodghast. Gonna take it. Disturbing Mirth. Elesh Norn is good against Disturbing Mirth. Alright, let's play a Rhino. More Disturbing Mirth. Okay, Elesh Norn is actually great here if we can get it down. I think what I'd like to do is do this. Maybe I should have waited for after Elesh Norn for that. Oh, I want to draw another Rhino. I don't think I need another Llanowar Elf. I think we'll just kill this. Attack with the Rhino. Double spell us. Uh-oh, the bot. The Ghast is back. Gaunty. Alright, play Mama. No attack here. Alright, so they have a removal spell for Mama. Whenever a creature deals combat damage, look at the top card and exiles it face down. How annoying. Alright, we're gonna kill this Manifest Dread, I guess. More Final Vengeance. Could I draw an untapped land, please? No. Of course not. Let's see if you have another answer for Elesh Norn. Elesh Norn does make their Hex Mage better. Invasion of Ixalan does nothing. Can I draw an untapped land? Please, please, deck. Please. I lose 2. Yep, and they draw a card. Nope, no untapped land. Dude. Teaming Dragonstorm will give me a bunch of 2/2 tokens. I mean, I guess that's what I'm doing. Just get a bunch of tokens. Don't let them get through on the ground. We have sack fodder. We'll block like this, I suppose. Llanowar Elf. Okay, well, next turn we have the mana to do our thing with the dragon to sweep their board. We will take a forest. And we will take a swamp. We'll play a Llanowar Elf. I like that we got rid of their Restless Cottage. Hopeless Nightmare does nothing. Alright, they're just firing up creature lands at this point. Okay, I guess we're blocking there. That has menace. Yeah, we're sweeping next turn. So that's fine. I guess I could block here too. Power on the elf. I still have enough mana to sweep though, so that's fine. I'll decline. Do I actually even need to sweep now? I can play my dragon. I could just play my dragon and a storm. I think that's actually better. So, I'm just gonna play my dragon. Cast my white Dragonstorm. I still have basics, right? Yes, I do. Get some tokens. I'll attack with Elesh Norn. And now we're in good shape. Do we get a double drain from this Dragonstorm next turn? Verbrask's Forge. Yeah, that thing gets doubled up. Sure, we will sack a token. And then we'll attack with our dragon. And then we'll play a Dragonstorm. Double trigger. Drain for 4. Sure. Okay. Phew, that was way hard. That was harder than it should have been. So we want Rest in Peace, Cease Desist, Tranquil Frillback. I think Ride's End, Split Up Authority. I don't know. I feel like that's just for the red haste decks, really. I will bring in this Assassin's Trophy, I guess. Elesh Norn is very, very good against them. Let's cut Harvest. Elf. Actually, Cut Down is really not good against them. I do want Split Up. Cut the Kirin. Maybe a Rhino. Let's cut one of these black dragons. Again, we're a very synergy-driven deck, so I never know, like, how to sideboard in decks like this. That's a one-lander, so mulligan. 10 is okay. It's pretty good, actually. So we'll keep bottom wastes. And probably forest, actually. A blooming marsh. Spiteful Hexmage. Alright, I think we'll just do this while we know it has a, decent target. Verbrask's Forge. That's pretty good. Okay, there's an argument for bringing in Authority. Well, we can get rid of it with our Frillback next turn. Let's grab Elesh Norn. Breeds. There's Rest in Peace. Okay. I think I like Kill Braids. Play Rest in Peace this turn. The Mirth is down. Duress has no targets. So I think we just go for Mama. Disturbing Mirth doesn't do anything. Forge makes a big token. So, oh, whoops, I meant to block the Hex Mage. Oops. Fear of Missing Out doesn't do anything. Corroding Dragonstorm. And sucks to not... We could double Dragonstorm. Get a dinosaur. I think we want to get rid of Urbrask's Forge, though, really. Yeah, I think that's what we want. So we'll just play this dragon. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Attack the invasion, get a dinosaur buddy. And opponent's had enough. Mama-san getting it done against the ETB decks. It's good at doing that. Gentle Yellow, the Initiate, will be our next opponent. Yeah, this hand looks fine. Keep. Except for the, like, double pain lands, but what can you do? We're playing standard. Portico, Milling, Rakshasa's Bargain. So another, like, graveyard deck. Really, removal heavy decks are kind of a pain for us. Guess we'll just play that. This town, so they're a bounce deck. That means Elesh Norn's going to be good against them. Sure. Let's play a Dragonstorm. Do a little surveillance. We're gonna end up shuffling next turn, right? Are we? No, I think I actually want both of these cards. So they're like, okay, they're bounce. They've got to be beans. Not 100% sure what's going on there, but I do know Siege Rhino's a heck of a card. It's not a Siege Rhino. Siege Rhino's little brother, Skirmish Rhino. Rakshasa's Bargain. Alright, get in there, Rhino. And I think we're just playing this Dragonstorm. Bitter Triumph for my Rhino. Alright, there's a tap land. Let's attack. Play this tap land. I think I'm gonna Invasion of Ixalan. I could have attacked the battle there, but I think in most cases you just want to attack your opponent. Let's grab Mama. Leyline Binding. Targeting my white Dragonstorm. That's okay. I mean, I could just bounce it. It's gonna get bounced when I play this dragon anyway, though. Sure. Maybe I should have bounced it. Now it obviously won't get bounced because it's not on the battlefield. Perrenation. Okay, so they're like a combo deck. Okay. Well, we actually can't beat that. We'll need Invasion of Ixalan to find us a momentum breaker. Hexproof, indestructible, flying. So we're gonna play Elesh Norn. We're gonna pass. We'll take 6. Another Elesh Norn. Alright, let's double Invasion of Ixalan. We'll take this Disrupting Stormbrood. Alright. We did not find a momentum breaker, which is too bad, really. Sure. Probably gonna end up blocking the dragon this turn. Bitter Triumph on Elesh Norn. Okay. So let's get rid of... Let's, what, ramp? Yeah, let's ramp. So now we can get rid of our of the leyline binding. You could -6 next turn with that much, I think. What do you mean? Oh, you to sweep them? I could, yes. And that's probably what I will do. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to do that. Beans. Well, we'll jump this time. We could indeed kill that dragon, or that angel. Or, alternatively, I could just play Elesh Norn and go for a really sick play next turn. Killing the angel does kill all of my tokens as well. I'm just gonna Elesh Norn. So now when this hits, I can blow up their beams and their leyline binding. Yep, we take 6. Okay. Let's play this dragon. Blow up your beans. Blow up your binding. Oh, I get back my Dragonstorm right away, too. That's so sweet. You are dead on board. We just take this. X equals 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, X equals 6. Three steps ahead. Gonna copy that angel and counter. Okay. Dragonstorm, gain 4. Bottom, bottom. Another dragon? I think I bottomed it. Like a momentum breaker is game winning for us. Well, we got a block. Got another counter. I almost clicked the dragon side of this. Seems like they have a counter. Yep. Okay. Couldn't find our momentum breakers there. That's too bad. So the thing's hexproof too, huh? So I think we just want split up. We want things that can kill those angels. Duress to get those counter spells. And I think they're using their graveyard, right? Yeah, they're reanimating stuff in their graveyard with the Perrenation or whatever. Cut down doesn't seem terribly useful. Oh, the dragons are indestructible too, aren't they? I believe they are, so split up's not going to do anything. I am going to bring in exercise for their like artifacts and tranquil. 5 cuts. Maybe Kieran. Bloomvine. Scavenger Regent really isn't good against them, honestly. If that's what we're doing, we're probably going to lose that. Let's cut the bloom vines, I guess. We're going down dragons, so maybe cut a Dragonstorm too. This hand's good, I think. Yeah, we'll keep. Duress is definitely a good card against them. Rhino. We like rhinos. Alright, let's Duress. Leyline Binding, Quag Feast. Creature, planeswalker, or vehicle. So that can kill our Rhino. That's okay. Better the Rhino than Mama. Okay, let us ramp. We have Elesh Norn next turn. The Quag Feast can kill it though. Okay, they go with Quag Feast on the Rhino. Well, let's see if she can stick around for a couple turns. Sweet, she did. Alright, let us play our Dragonstorm. Double Drain, double Surveil. We don't really need Llanowar Elves at this point. Rhino Elesh Norn. Love it. Nice Atraxa you got there. Alright. I might shuffle away this other Elesh Norn. We'll just see if they kill Elesh Norn right now or not. They don't. Alright, they're down to 2. DOB. I just attacked with my Restless Fortress and they're dead, actually. Okay, Bitter Triumph, sure. Alright, we're just going to activate Restless Fortress. And they're dead. Yeah, I think we can just do that again. And we'll be good. Yeah. I don't know if this is a keepable hand. Opponent kept 7. Maybe it is. We have an Invasion of Ixalan, which is good. I don't know. It's just way too slow. We want sideboard cards. Did we actually just mulligan? It's like the same, literally the same exact hand. Except worse. Because we have no surveil. We do have a surveil land. I don't want to go to 5, so I guess the magic gods have decreed this will be the hand of the keeping. Okay. I think I'll play an elf on 1. Duress. Do we have black mana? We do. Let's duress you. Perrenation exercise. I think we'll take exercise. Perrenation, they have to get something in their graveyard first. We'll invade Ixalan. Momentum Breaker. I think I like Momentum Breaker. Or backup Elesh Norn. I don't know. They have nothing to Momentum Break at the moment. We really would like to find another Duress. I think maybe backup Elesh Norn. Because she dies sometimes. Draw land. Disruptive Stormbrood. I think that's good. Attack. Here, I guess, since we got nothing else to do. We should have attacked them. Silly to just do 1 damage to the battle. Okay, let us Elesh Norn. They have Bitter Triumph. Draw more lands. But guess what? We have more Elesh Norns. I guess attack you. They should be at 18, not 19. They don't have any creatures in their graveyard to reanimate. Another Bitter Triumph. So I can play this dragon, destroy the Overlord, then they can Perrenation it. That does tap them out completely next turn. I could also Dragonstorm before I do that. I think I'll Dragonstorm first. Take a hit from the Overlord. Skirmish Rhino Invasion. We want invasion because we need to find a momentum breaker. Gonna take a hit. Okay, let's play our Stormbrood. Get rid of the Overlord. I think we'll Dragonstorm this turn also. Give us more looks. Elesh Norn? I like Elesh Norn. Yep, they get back their Overlord with Perrenation. So we can play Elesh Norn. And let's invade Ixalan. We'll grab a Rhino. And we'll grab, dude, where are freaking momentum breakers? We'll grab an Invasion of Ixalan. We'll attack this battle, I guess. We're attacking you. We're showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Alright, they have Bitter Triumph number 3. The Omniscience deck. Perrenation for their Omniscience with 0 cards in hand. Okay. Invade Ixalan, please. We find a Scavenger Regent. No, it's gotta be Skirmish Rhino, right? Rhino you. Attack. They are DOB. Stone Brain. They can name Skirmish Rhino. They have to name Skirmish Rhino. Oh, we draw Momentum Breaker. GG. Alright, sweet. So against Bant Domain? Sultai Domain. Alright, our final match is going to be against a GHJ. We will be on the draw. And I think our hand's fine. Assuming we don't draw land, what do we get with this Fabled Passage? It's got to be a forest, right? We draw cut down. They lead on Restless Cottage. Yeah, I think it's got to be a forest. And hopefully Ixalan can find us another land, because we're not drawing them. Land number 3 would be sweet. Much appreciated. Okay. We will get... I think Underground Mortuary here. Overlord. So, just more beans. Alright, let's play a Rhino. Oh, we don't have the mana. Dang it. Okay. We can Heat Harvest. grab a swamp. If we untap land next turn, we can Elesh Norn. Glissa. This is very good. I don't think we want a shadowy back streets. We probably just need to kill Glissa. The question is, do I want to invade Ixalan first? I think I'm going to wait on that until... I'm going to be greedy and wait until after Elesh Norn hits the battlefield. Alright. Unfortunately, we do have to kill that. Doubling season. Ooh. Alright, let's eat our food. And get... We only have one basic plains. We'll get our swamp, I guess. Draw Elesh Norn. Let's play Elesh Norn. Liliana.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
Liliana gets double
One
loyalty.
Of your friends has to leave.
Yep, our hand is not lining up good against that. Okay, let's play a Rhino. And an elf. And let's invade Ixalan. For what? Momentum breaker? Or a dragon? We do have a Dragonstorm we can bounce. I don't know. Killing their Overlord would be nice, though. Probably Momentum Breaker. Liliana. Okay.
I do
Well,
travel exciting for me. This is more enjoyable than slaying demons.
yeah, we can scoop. Doubling season with Planeswalkers. Okay, cool. You know what's good against Planeswalkers? Clarion Conqueror. Also, Duress. Exercise. I guess we board out our Llanowar Elves when we're boarding in the Conquerors. Assassin's Trophy. We don't need Cut Down. Yeah, let's keep in the Momentum Breakers. Do I want Ride's End is a question? Just for Glissa? Maybe. We'll cut the Kirin. Cut a Rhino? Alright, now we definitely need sideboard cards against them this time. But we don't have any here. We do ramp a lot. And we've got an Invasion of Ixalan. I don't know. I mean, like, objectively, this looks like a good hand. What are the chances they're just going to go off like they did? I don't know. I would like to get, like, a duress at least. Let's mulligan this. Okay. I like this better. We'll bottom, I guess, Elesh Norn number 2. Invasion. We'll keep an invasion. Opponent has duress. Takes our duress. Momentum breaker. Okay, let us ramp. We'll grab our planes. Doodle-dood. Scavenger Regent. Pretty sure I'm just gonna shuffle it away to crack my Heat Harvest. Another Overlord. All right. Let's go get a swamp. Play Elesh Norn. Play Momentum Breaker. Heal your tokens. Liliana.
When I win, you're telling me what you know about... Sacrifices must be made.
Draw Forest. Well, we can kill Liliana, hopefully. Opponent's graveyard, our graveyard, sure, we'll just, doesn't really matter, I don't think. They have a removal spell. I could invade Ixalan, but then I'm just gonna, like, get a land? I don't know. Whatever I draw, I'm just gonna end up discarding. But I'm just gonna discard this if I don't do anything. So I guess... I don't know. It doesn't really matter what I take. We're just gonna plus Liliana. The only thing that would have been helpful would have been a land, but I think I already even played my land for the turn.
Drop it.
Glissa. Okay. Regent's not bad. We get X equals 5. I guess we have to, or else we just end up discarding, so... X equals 5. Well, we didn't find our Clarion Conquerors. It's possible rather than momentum breaking those 2 Moth tokens, I should have Invasion of Ixalan. That would have given a better chance of finding a relevant card like a Clarion Conqueror. Season of something or other. Make 2 bunnies, return a permanent. We draw land. And it's looking pretty grim. Doubling season. Alright, well, we're just gonna gain what life we can. Another Regent would be decent, but it doesn't solve our Liliana difficulty.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Corroding Dragonstorm. Actually, it looks... I'm pretty sure we're just dead on board. 18, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 8. Yeah, 19, yeah. We're dead. Well, that was a very anemic draw. Too bad. Alright, our final record with Abzan Elesh Storm in Standard was a 4-1. And I think the deck's really fun. It actually worked better than I thought it would. We even beat like a regional championship winning mono red deck, which was cool. Yeah, I think if it gets a good draw, it just kind of goes off. And I just love Elesh Norn so much. It's so much fun. It's so hateful against a lot of decks in the format. And this build is definitely much better than the last one I played last week. Just because, you know, it's not trying to do something that's already done better by a basically solved format. It's playing more into the strength of the ramp strategy, and the synergy between Elesh Norn and these auto-bouncing enchantments is really great. You could do this in other color combinations. Like, the reason why I have black, well, is because the Corroding Dragonstorm is so good. But since we're playing green with, like, I think you could do 4 colors for this deck and add a blue, probably blue. So that way you could get Meringue River Regents and the blue Dragonstorm. And I think that would be sweet. The blue Dragonstorm would really help you a lot in finding, like, the cards that you want. And Meringue River Regent is an amazingly good finisher, and its trigger doubled up by Elesh Norn to bounce 4 of our opponent's permanents would be absolutely devastating. So that is something worth considering. I think it would be worth doing is figuring out a way to cut 4 cards here and tweak the mana base in order to accommodate like 2 blue Dragonstorms and 2 Meringue River Regents. Of course, that means the mana base will have to be adjusted, and we're having some weird mana issues tonight. I think there's too many tap lands in the mana base, probably. So you would want to resolve that. I don't know if it's possible to resolve that if you add color number 4. Probably just makes the whole situation a little worse. See, like, there's 2 basic philosophies of standard mana. There's like the fast land, pain land mana bases, which the aggro decks use. And then there's the, Surveil land verge mana bases that like the slower control-y decks use. But like we want to get on the board early with like our Llanowar elves and our ramp pieces, but we're definitely like a late game deck, you know, like our star card is a 5-drop. Granted, we want to play this on like turn 4 if possible, but like it's not like we're an aggro, super low to the ground aggro deck. We're a ramp deck, so I always have difficulty trying to split that difference of like, you know, how do you build your mana base? Because these fast lands, they're great, you know, if you draw them early. We have early plays, but for a majority of the game that we're planning on having, because we are, you know, a control deck basically, or a mid-range deck that goes long, they're just tap lands. So I haven't really figured out how to make the mana work in a deck like this. And adding a fourth color would make it worse. Unless you went to like a full pain land mana base, which this deck actually maybe could get away with because we have so much life gain in all of our rhinos and our black Dragonstorms repeatedly entering to gain us a bunch of life. So maybe this deck actually, as compared to many others that I built, could get away with playing a lot more pain lands. Anyway, yeah, my main complaint with the deck is maybe you want to add blue, just because the dragons aren't the best, you know, like the Abzan dragons could be better. The Meringue River region is great, and the blue Dragonstorm is great. Try to make there be fewer tap lands, and I don't know, that's about it. The sideboard is pretty good. You know, like I always say, like card draw is an important thing to have. I could see swapping out one of these Invasion of Ixalans for that new like green card that lets you do like Court of Calling. What is it called? Right of Nature or something. This is the name of the card. I could see how that would be good in this deck because we are a ramp deck and we have targets that are good in specific matchups. So we should have the mana to tutor up like a Clarion Conqueror easily, or a Rhino for you know, in the mid game for a lot of games. I think that's another thing that's worth doing. Swap out one invasion for one of those so that we always have the creature that we need on call if we draw that card. But anyway, we did pretty well. 4-1 is a good record for a deck like this. I will accept it. I had a lot of fun. I think the deck is cool, and I probably will continue iterating on it. Maybe I'll bring the 4-color version next time, because I'm a mama's boy. What can I say? I love my mama-san. Anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed watching me play some standard Elesh Norn. If you did, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I stream Magic the Gathering on my Twitch channel every Tuesday and Friday night. There's a link to the Twitch channel in the description if you want to come by and check out the action live. Hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.